Hi, I'm Brien Lundin, and I'm at the Metals Investor Forum in Vancouver. And joining me now is Corco, who is the CEO of Sitka Gold. Corwin, welcome to the show, as it were. Tell us a bit about Sitka. You know, we talked about it here at the show, you and I, yesterday, and what I was very excited about the fact that you've got 3 outstanding exploration projects, any one of which I think would justify a junior mining company. But first off, tell us about those 3 projects and how you prioritize them, because it really is kind of a target-rich environment, as it were.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Brewery Creek Gold property is our flagship property.
Yeah.
It's got a historical resource.
Now it's close to the Brewery Creek.
No, this is in Arizona.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
And ironically, I acquired that property, but I was the project manager back in the 1980s, and we were going to put it in production.
Mm-hmm.
The gold price tanked, and they shelved it, and I was able to acquire that property. And Sitka now is drilling. We actually put some drill results out yesterday. But that's our flagship property. It's got good mineralization on the surface. There's been recent geochem soil sampling done that shows that this vein probably extends for another 1.3 kilometers minimum, and never had any work done it. So most of our project focus on the drilling is going to be on testing that anomaly.
Well, that vein, the extent of it, you have some photographs at your booth that are really remarkable when you look at the size of it and the extent of the structure, at least, that hosts it. What kind of widths are we looking at in that vein?
Oh yeah, I mean, it sticks out of the mountain. It's 40 meters wide, and these
Wow.
epithermal systems, it's a low sulfidation epithermal system. They pinch and swell, but yeah, it's 40 meters wide sticking out of the ground there. And the initial development was going to be looking at open pitting that, because
It was going into production.
It was going in production.
Yeah.
We had all the permits and the metallurgical studies and everything. But what really excited us was the mobile metal ion geochemical survey that was done after the last drilling, that showed that this vein potentially can extend for another 1.3 kilometers, and that could change the whole approach on how we develop that property.
It's very exciting, and I can see why you're focusing on that, because it's sitting right there, and it's got to be drilled. It's been drilled before. It's a resource. It was going into production. But you have 2 other very exciting projects as well, and I don't want to give them short shrift. Can you talk to us a little bit about those?
We can move into Nevada, the Carlin district there. We have a property called the Alpha Gold property that we acquired 100% ownership of. It's right in the heart of the Carlin district. It's at the projection intersection of the Cortez Trend, which has over 50 million ounces of gold discovered to date, and the Garden Valley Anticline, which is a preserved section of the lower plate. Where these 2 intersect, the structural interpretation is that there could be a Carlin-type deposit sitting there at a mineable depth. We're permitted to drill up to 11 drill holes, and we want to do that maybe in the next couple of months when the weather's a little bit better there.
But Nevada, everybody's looking at the Carlin Trend. Everybody's searching for the next big elephant deposit in Nevada. You don't hear much about the Garden Valley and how it intersects Cortez, or I haven't, at least.
I think that the main thing is that the geologist that brought this to us, that happens to be our VPX now, he did some research and found out that an oil company had drilled 2 holes through the Garden Valley Anticline looking for oil, and they'd gone through the lower plate carbonates and intercepted over 1,000 feet of anomalous gold, and that's what triggered him to say, well, this anticline intersects the projection of the Cortez Trend. This is a fertile area.
And nobody's ever followed up on that before.
Well, no, this is fairly new information, and we couldn't pass it up.
Well, obviously not. If you find something, your target there is something that's truly world class, if you can find it.
Absolutely. We had one broker call it the moonshot.
I can see why. I can see why.
So, and then our other property is in the Yukon, which is my backyard, and it's midway between Victoria Gold's producing Eagle property mine and Golden Predator's Brewery Creek mine. It's in the Tombstone Gold Belt, which is a component of the Tintina Gold Belt.
Right.
This area is fertile ground for intrusion-related gold deposits. It's, like I said, it's my backyard. I've worked there a lot. I've been credited with a deposit discovery in that area. And Sitka's ended up with a project that we were happy with the size of it a week ago, but we've 10 times that size by the acquisition of another property right on the boundary.
I saw that news. If you look at the your previous property position, it's like a postage stamp, and then you were excited about that, and now the property that you just picked up is a considerable multiple of that in size.
Yeah, we were happy with the size of the property. It was there's 2 years worth of geochemistry and mapping done that identified 6 intrusion-related gold deposits targets, and one of those targets is anomalies is 2 kilometers long and a half a kilometer wide. It's just huge.
Wow.
And so we were happy we're going to drill that. But when this opportunity came to expand that holding, that land package by over 10 times to over 300 square kilometers and become the largest land package owner between Brewery Creek's mine and Victoria Gold's.
Amazing. You know, I love the Yukon as a gold exploration region, but you can only drill there a few months out of the year. And to have a great project, a moonshot project in Nevada, and a project in Arizona, that both of which can be drilled virtually year-round, and in Arizona, a project where you know that there's a resource there, was going to production, and you can see that right in front of you. Like I said when we were talking before, those 3 exceptional exploration projects, any one of which would justify a junior mining company in itself. So I'm very excited about Sitka, and thank you for joining us, Go.
Thank you, Brian.